If you are new to my channel, please note that we are working with the Pilates method. It's going to be controlled movement, and I will follow the principles of the Pilates method. Hello everyone, how are you today? My name is Patricia, and if you are new to my channel, please note that we are working with the Pilates method. It's not going to be a fitness approach, it's not going to be jerky movement, but it's going to be controlled movement, and I will follow the principles of the Pilates method. So the breathing technique, the concentration, the control, the precision, and so many more. So I would like you to also please remember to share and subscribe and like. So let's get ready. I would like you to place a box. So if your reformer is already quite higher up than mine, then you don't need this box. So you can already sit down on your carriage. But if you have an at-home reformer, which is pretty low, please place a box on the carriage. We are going to load a very light spring. The foot bar will be up and the straps are on the floor, and we are ready to start with our beginner level reformer class. So we are sitting on the box or on the carriage, and we are going to breathe in through the nose, arms reaching up to the sky, lengthening through the top of the head. As you exhale, you're gonna flex your spine, scooping your belly in, creating a nice C shape with your spine. Inhale, elongate again, and then exhale, rounding your back and reaching up. We are just mobilizing the spine here. Now, to lateral flexion. Your hand is on your forehead to create better alignment for the cervical spine. As you exhale, side bend to one side without moving your pelvis. And then breathing in to return. Switching arm, inhale. And breathe out, switch. So we really emphasize here on stabilizing your pelvis over the mobility of the upper torso. One more time, one more set. So by placing your hand to salute, it helps to activate your neck flexors and align your neck in a better way. And then we return upright. And now we create a gentle rotation. We continue to mobilize gently our spine before to work the body. Just a quick warm up to awaken your joints. Just don't deepen too much the rotation. That's the beginning of the class. We just mobilize gently. Just as a warm-up. Breathing in, elongate your spine, neck is long, and exhale. Gentle rotation without moving the pelvis again. Inhale, arms reaching up. Now, gentle extension. We are going to extend only the upper back, opening the collarbones and shoulders open wide. And return upright, inhale. One more time, exhale, extend. Just grabbing the corner of the box behind you or the carriage, and then return upright. Now we are sitting here at the front on the foot bar facing the pulleys of the reformer, and we are going to continue with cat and cow. So if you have a high reformer, you don't need the box, you can put your hands here on the shoulder blocks. If your reformer is low like me, then the box is useful. So it's an inhale, arching to a cow position here, and then exhaling to cat, rounding the back. Scooping the belly, inhale, press out, extending your back. And then exhaling, using your abdominals to close the carriage. Breathing in and breathing out. So really try to emphasize on breath. So awakening your breath, be mindful and be really present into the moment. Integrating your mind to work your body. Remember that Pilates is mindful and concentration is one of the principles of the Pilates method. We continue 2 more, inhaling, arching, feel a great stretch on your shoulder joints, and then exhaling, feeling a stretch on your spine, scooping the belly in. Last one, inhale. And then exhale, rounding your back. And articulate sequentially your spine vertebra by vertebra and rolling your shoulders. 2, 3, last one, 4. We pick up the box and we remove it. So let's get started now with footwork. For this footwork here, this is a beginner level class, and I would like you to really feel how much the breath is important into the series here. So we have a very light spring, and usually we do footwork with strong resistance, and we emphasize also on working the quadriceps. But here I want you to focus on working your core, integrating your breath. So feet are hips width apart, pelvis is neutral. We inhale to press the carriage out, and then we exhale to close it. So notice that when you have a very light spring, it becomes hard to close the carriage. So we challenge more here on the core muscles. It's a little bit like doing a plank pose upside down in a comfortable position. Inhaling, pressing out, pointing your feet, exhaling to return the carriage. So please emphasize on proper breath. It's an inhale, rib cage opening sideways, and exhale, rib cage closing toward the midline. And again, breathing in, expanding your ribs like an accordion, exhaling to close your ribs. Navel to spine as you exhale, remember. A gentle contraction of the pelvic floor on every exhalation will create more connection on the deepest layer of abdominals. So we inhale, expand the ribs sideways, and exhale, close the ribs, navel to spine, pelvic floor engaged. 2 more times. And we exhale. Last one, inhale. And then exhale. Now we are going to grab just one strap only and place the left foot inside. We continue with seesaw. So we inhale, open carriage, and then exhale, flex your feet and seesaw your legs. So we point and flex the feet. On one movement you point, and on one movement you flex. A little bit of coordination is good. And keeping a neutral pelvis as you do. So inhale, close the carriage, exhale, open the carriage. Continue to breathe. This leg is just hovering about the foot bar. Two more. Last one. And we stay. Circling your leg gently, small circle, 1. Keeping a neutral pelvis, 2. Keep breathing, 3. And last one, 4. Reverse. Inhale, leg inside, exhale, leg outside and up. One more time. And then bring this leg back. We switch now to opposite side. We are still with our light spring, remember? So exhale. And breathe in, close the carriage. And breathe out, points and open. Keeping a neutral pelvis and relaxing your neck. Remember to stay neutral. So we stay in control with our breath and our alignment. Try to play with your feet, point and flex if you can. If you can coordinate, if not, it's okay. The most important thing here is to breathe properly and to stabilize the pelvis over the mobility of the legs. We go for 2 more. Last one. Stay. Leg circle, 1. Inhale, leg to the inside, exhale, outside. Imagine a glass of water on your pelvis and then reverse. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And then we close the carriage and we remove the strap. All right, we are now closing the carriage and we are preparing here for more springs. So we are going to place 1 strong and 1 medium spring. We are kneeling on the carriage, preparing for knee stretch round back. Here I'd like you to emphasize on creating a posterior pelvic tilt to really create, to deepen the lumbar flexion here. Arms are straight. And we emphasize on scooping the belly, creating a nice C-curve with the spine. Please make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. We inhale to press out and we exhale to close gently the carriage. So it's an inhale to open gently and exhale to close. So really make sure that when you are doing this move, the shoulders remain totally still. So imagine someone with hands on your shoulders. So you want to keep your shoulders against the hands of an imaginary teacher that could, place hands on your shoulders. And exhale, close. Keep the C-curve. And remember to breathe. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, close your ribs. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then we close the carriage. Transition to elephant round back. So same family of exercise. So here we are not placing the weight of the body on the heels and neither not on the toes, but in between. So equally distributed on your feet and bring the body toward the center. So you are rounding your back like an angry cat. Shoulders depressed, straight arms, and a gentle lateral rotation on the shoulder joint, on the arms, and exhale, close carry edge, and inhale, press out. Making sure you close the carry edge with your abdominals. Very important here to properly breathe. Without breathing, without intention, you will not benefit fully from the Pilates method. So remember, inhale, pressing out, exhale, emphasize on pulling the belly toward your spine here. Scooping the belly. We continue for 2 more. Last one. And kneeling on the carry edge. Now we are ready for a semi-plank. So I remove the medium spring. So now we have only one strong resistance. Back is neutral. Inhale, press carry edge out. Connect your glutes and abs. Keep long wrist. Exhale, close carry edge. Inhale, press out. So try to keep a long line with your spine. And initiate this movement from the glutes, abdominals and glutes. And mobility on the shoulder joints. So it's like a semi-plank pose. And if the spring is too strong, don't hesitate to place a blue spring if you are, for example, petite. Otherwise, a strong spring is usually the best. Energy on the top of the head. We continue to create this long line. We go for 2 more. Last one. And return to close the carry edge into your starting position. From here, we are now going to sit down. And when you sit down on the carry edge with crossed leg here, notice that sometimes one knee is a bit higher up, see? So it's a good idea to test and see. Yeah, you uncross and switch to the opposite direction and maybe you feel more aligned. Then notice that if your back, lower back is rounding here, this means that you will need to place a spacer below the sit bones, maybe just like this one, for example. And for me, I don't need, but if in case you need, in case you feel roundness on the lower back, please make sure you elevate yourself. Otherwise, you will not feel the benefit on your core muscles. So we prepare for offering here. So shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. On the exhale, offering. Inhale. Elbows pointing toward the back. Neutral spine. And exhale, offer. So it's like if you offer something to a friend, you see the movement. And please emphasize on proper breath also here. Exhale. Inhale, expand your ribs sideways. And belly in on every exhalation. Energy on the top of the head. So mobility on elbows and shoulder joints only. Neck is long. Continue to be mindful, to coordinate proper breath with your movement. 2 more times. Last one. And stay. Transition to hug a tree. Inhale. And exhale. Hug a tree. Don't hesitate to switch to a medium spring if it's too hard. Just respect your rhythm and level. So for example, if you feel that the spring is pulling your body toward the back, it's a sign that, and you cannot control with your abdominals, it's a sign that you need to reduce the spring. So the torso remains totally still, and if not, place a medium spring, please. So this is an exercise that is working the chest muscles, the deltoids, but also abdominals and erector spinae muscles here to keep an upright position. 2 more. Good stretch here on your chest and good strength on the chest. And breathe out. Now, open chest. Feel a good stretch. Open the collarbones, look up and rest. All right, we keep the straps in one hand and now we turn around. We lower the headrest and we are now sitting to the opposite direction. If your back is not neutral and you are rounding again here, please make sure you will place something below the sit bones, making sure you are upright. If it's still too difficult, please take the box, the long box, and sit on the box for this next series, chest expansion. For chest expansion, we are folding the straps. We inhale. As we exhale, we pull the ropes. And we inhale to slowly close the carriage. Again here, if the spring is too strong, please reduce to a medium spring. Don't close the carriage too quick. Two more. Last one. And we return the carriage home. Now we are crossing the legs, already getting ready for back rowing. So it's an inhale, we lengthen up, making sure you have one hand distance behind you. You can still keep the pillow behind you below your sit bones, but make sure that the pillow is big enough so that you still have pillow behind you, because the sacrum will have to melt this pillow. All right, so we inhale, lengthen up, and on the exhalation, tilt your pelvis, scoop the belly to roll your spine down. Inhale, we stay. And then exhale, we keep the spinal flexion and we close the carriage. Inhale, lengthen up, tailbone to head. And then exhale, scoop and repeat. Navel to spine. Breathe in, we stay. Breathe out, we close the carriage. Inhale and breathe out. Make sure you are really lengthening from the hip joint. So scooping the belly, squeezing gently your glutes, and then exhale, closing the carriage with control. Inhale, spinal articulation here, and exhale, roll down. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one. Scoop. Hands to the sternum. Inhale, we stay. And breathe out, we close. And articulate. Now we are going to place our feet on the headrest. We still have a spacer below the sit bones if we need. If not, it's okay. We inhale and we create biceps curl now. We inhale to prepare. On the exhalation, roll your spine down. Again. Inhale, we stay. On the exhale, biceps curl. 1. So the mobility here is only on the elbow joints. Emphasizing on lumbar flexion. Do not create too much upper back flexion here. Instead, try to really only emphasize on rounding the lower back. Scooping the belly. You should feel on the abdominals, not only on the biceps. And exhale. Keep your glutes engaged. Careful also not to protract here. So keep opening gently your collarbones. Last one. Inhale here. And exhale, articulate spine to slowly roll up. All right, now let's leave the straps on the floor. We are now going to prepare for the long box series. Long box. So when you place your long box here, make sure it's well centered, and we are going to prepare a little bit more the spine into back, gentle back extension. So we press out here and we exhale to extend. So it's an inhale to press out. We still have a strong resistance, strong spring, and exhale. So the mobility is only on the spine and on the shoulders. Make sure you connect your glutes, your legs are straight, your legs are engaged. So hip extensors engaged, abdominals engaged, making sure you are not extending only just on the lower back, but emphasizing on extending, especially on the thoracic spine, to protect the lumbopelvic region. 2 more. Inhale, press out, and then exhale, close the carriage. We stay in the long box into this position here, and we are now going to emphasize on connecting also the glutes, also the abdominals, the hip extensors, but also the shoulders and erector spinae to keep an upright, to keep really your spine elongated here. So zip your legs together, inhale, elbows pointing to the side, exhale, press out, and make sure your hands are aligned with your shoulders, exhale, pressing out, inhale, closing. So engage your core, engage your back muscles here. It's a slight back extension. We are not just dropping down the head, we connect the muscles of the back also. So we are just focusing on working the posterior chain of the body here, not only just the shoulders. So what is difficult here is to keep the connection of the legs. So inner thighs together. And you can practice this exercise with a block or a towel between your ankles, for example. You will feel more adherence to your lower body. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Just follow the rhythm of your breath. 2 more. Last one. And rest. All right. Now, rounding your back, feet on the floor, hands on the shoulder blocks. Resting, resting, and articulate your spine. Roll up. Exhale, exhale. All right, we are now going to place the foot bar in a low position to prepare to continue to work the back extensors. So I advise you for this beginner series to, if you don't have this kind of pad, you can place a towel that you will fold in four. Just in order to protect your lower back, especially if you have hyperlordosis on your lower back. It's advised to place something just right here below your pelvis and stomach, just like that. So if you have a towel, it works. So now I'm grabbing my straps, and my chest, as it is a beginner level here, I keep my chest on the box. For intermediate, the chest will be out. On the inhalation, I'm going to draw my body into a long, long line, gently opening the carriage slightly. On the exhalation, I will pull the ropes, extending even higher. Inhale to a long, long line, and exhale to rest. So inhale, long, long line. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return to your long line. And exhale, rest. Breathing into long line. Breathing out, extend. Inhale to long, long line. And exhale, rest. So this was in 4 breaths. Let's do it now into 2 breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, extend. So we keep the back extended here. We go for 2 more. Last one. And exhale, we rest. We are now going into child pose on the box. Stretching the erector spinae muscles after those back extension. It's always good to flex the spine after back extension. We slowly roll up, and we now finish the class with gentle stretches. So we sit down on the headrest, and we are just going to place the shoulder blades on the box, holding your head, and place your feet now on the rail of the reformer. Turn out your knees and rest on the box to extend, to deepen the back extension. Just breathe into this position. And on your next exhalation, side bend. So right hand is grabbing the right knee, looking into the opposite direction. Inhale, return to center. And then exhale, grabbing your opposite knee, looking to the opposite elbow. And return to the center. We slowly sit down. And we are now going to place our feet against the frame in front of you. If you don't have a frame, if your reformer is longer, just rest your feet where you can, just in front of you. It's also okay. So we breathe in and lengthen the spine. And on the exhalation, we are just going to keep a flat back as much as we can. And then resting to stretch the hamstrings. Just breathe. So it's important to emphasize on just breathing and resting, relaxing your mind when you are stretching. Just try to calm your mind, and you can breathe at your own pace, and you can breathe up to your wish through the nose or through the mouth, just resting, relaxing for 30 seconds to really make it efficient, to stretch the hamstrings. It's very important to stretch the hamstrings in every classes, since they tend to be so short when we are sitting so many hours on the computer. So it's very important to stretch the hamstrings. Now you can deepen, try to deepen the stretch. Always deepen stretches at the end of the class when your body is well warmed and well prepared. Never stretch, never deepen stretches at the beginning of the class. Now return to a flat back position. Flat, flat, flat. And then exhale. Articulate your spine from tailbone to head to return to an upright position. We stand up and we check, check, check legs and arms. You're done, guys. You did a great job. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining my class. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And see you next time in another series. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.